Hey, I'm in studio today, and we're going to talk about something that I know you're interested in. It's how do you become more consistent? Hey, welcome to the channel today. Look, I know how important consistency is because it's the most common thing that gets asked of me as an instructor is, Todd, what's important to me is to become more consistent. I agree with you, by the way. Consistency to me is far more important than clubhead speed. We get so caught up in clubhead speed, but that once in a while long shot doesn't do you any good at all if you can't consistently hit straight shots, hit fairways, hit greens, be consistent around the golf course, because consistency was what leads you to more scores. But there's something very important about consistency as well, is when you are more consistent, you have more confidence. And so when you have confidence, then you hit shots that you believe you're capable of, and then it leads to hitting more and better shots. For example, if you're not confident in hitting it over the water, then you're going to play golf with a lot of fear. But if you consistently hit good shots, you'll give you more confidence to hit that shot over the lake or over the water onto the green. So you can see how consistency and confidence are very related. But I want to talk to you today about what produces consistency in a golf swing. And really, that's the heartbeat of the single plane swing. That's everything that I teach. Matter of fact, that's why I teach a single plane swing, is because this is my story, I was so inconsistent. It's not that I played bad every single day. Before I learned the single plane swing and became friends with Moe Norman, I could play some good golf, but I wasn't consistently playing good golf. One day I'd play okay, the next day I would not play okay. And I was a competitive golfer, so you can't really make a living if day in, day out, you're not somewhat consistent. So my mission, which is the mission of Graves Golf, is always to help you learn a simple golf swing to be more consistent and become more confident when you play. So what produces consistency in a golf swing? And it's really pretty simple if you think about it. The most important moment of a golf swing is impact, right? Is this moment right here when I swing and I get to this most important moment of impact. So this right here, if I can get here over and over and over again when I'm swinging a golf club, I'm going to get the face square and hit consistent golf shots. So it doesn't make sense that all the work you do in your golf swing should be to be working towards the most important moment, which is impact, to become more consistent. But then you have to ask another question, and this is a very important question. What's the easiest way to move the body and the arms and the hands and the club to get there? And that's where the single plane swing comes in. Because everything that I teach you about the single plane swing is to eliminate stress on your body, to eliminate rotations that don't need to be there, to make you more efficient. That's a biomechanical term for the body moving in its most effective way to get back to, again, this most important moment of impact. One of the things I like to do with students a lot of times is test them. What's the test? Impact test. Show me impact. In other words, look at this position I'm in here. The lead knee is slightly bent but stable, not flexed but stable. The foot is in a turned out position, trail foot on the ground. The hands are leading the club into impact. My trail arm is bent. And notice this impact position. This is a classic impact position. My impact position and Moe Norman's impact position doesn't look any different than some of the best players, other than maybe the lead knee position. But that club shaft position, the body position, the tilt, all that stuff is a position that you must be able to get into to be a consistent ball striker. So again, the question becomes, what is the most efficient way to get there? Now this is where the single plane swing becomes such a relevant golf swing, because watch this. And I hate to say this, but this is so common sense most of the time. But there's this thing called shaft plane. I'm going to go back to that impact position, and I want you to look at what's happening here. So I'm going to go back to impact, and you see me right here at impact. Now notice at impact here that the trail arm is lined up with the club. So you're seeing this alignment. The trail forearm lining up with the club. Notice the position of my body, and notice the position of my lower body. So here's impact right here. Doesn't it make sense to start the club on the same plane I'm going to impact? Why would you start here to impact here? Why would you hang your arms down and start here if you know impact's going to be here? Why not start with the proper space to make it easier to get to impact? Now there's that word easier again, right? There's that stupid word easier. Everybody uses it. But I'm going to show you how it is easier for me to get to impact. And it comes down to a couple of things. Let's talk about tilt of the body, right? Well, look at my impact position here. See how I'm tilted? I'm tilted. Why would I start straight up and down when I'm be tilted? So the single plane swing, we start with tilt. Now notice another thing. Notice the lead arm is forming a line. Now it's at an angle, but it doesn't matter if I'm hitting a wedge or a driver. This lead arm is forming a line with the club at impact. Well, why don't I start with that line, right? Now, one of the things that you're seeing because of tilt is hand rotation. I'm starting with my hand in the position that it's going to be at impact. My trail hand is in a position where it's moving non-rotationally. And here's one of the most important things about the single plane swing is because I'm starting and impacting on the same plane, I've reduced compression and stress on the back because I no longer have to lift my body to get to impact. So I've been in my lifetime, before I met Moe Norman, before I learned about the single plane swing and saw what Moe was actually doing in his golf swing, I too struggled with consistency because you've got to get back to this most important moment of impact. So my question for you, if you're considering going into this next year, if you're considering actually becoming a consistent ball striker to have more fun playing golf so you can have more confidence when you play, all I'm asking you is why don't you consider starting and impacting on the same exact plane to make yourself more effectively efficient at impact, because it's just common sense. So that's what the single plane swing is all about, and that's why I transitioned my game years ago to the single plane swing, because immediately I became more consistent, had more confidence. But I'll throw one more thing at you before I wrap up with you today. I'm also a better bad ball striker, and here's what I mean by that. My bad shots are better. And so, as you know, golf is a hard game, and no one's going to ever be perfect playing golf. You got side hill lies, you got different grasses on the course, you got elements, wind, all those things. But what makes me a better golfer today because of the single plane swing is not that I hit every shot perfect. I hit a lot more shots better than I ever did before. However, my bad shots are so much better. So now, consistency is not, do I hit every shot great? Consistency is my bad shots are still really good. So when I'm out there playing golf, it becomes a short game and a putting thing more than a ball striking thing. So to me, there's two elements you need to consider. Becoming a better ball striker, becoming more consistent. Can you get to this most important impact more often and more consistent, right? So that's important, hit better shots. But also, because you're getting here more effectively and more efficiently, your bad shots are going to be so much better because you're getting really close to being perfect at impact. That's the purpose of the single plane swing, and I hope that helps. Hit the bell icon, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video.